Think cross stitch is nothing more than an innocent little hobby? Think again, because even cross stitch isn't immune from controversy. Today, I'm giving you my hot take on some of the more controversial cross stitch opinions out there, and this tea is piping hot. Oh no, literally so hot. Why did I do real tea for this? Hey everyone, I'm Jackie from Adam Heart Cross Stitch, and for this week's video, I thought it would be fun to go through some of the more controversial cross stitch rules and opinions out there. Now keep in mind, I'll be sharing my thoughts on these things. So whether you agree or disagree, please, let's just remember to please keep it civil in the comment section. But let's jump right in and start spilling. Opinion number one, the back should be as neat as the front. Disagree. Now, are there some logical, perhaps important reasons for keeping your neats back? Yeah, unfortunately there are, and I have no issue with people kindly sharing that information in order to help others better understand. But you can take that information and do whatever you want with it. Don't care how the back looks? Awesome. Great. Maybe you care a lot and really like to keep it neat and clean as you stitch. Also great. Just do what you like, and we as a community need to stop the messy back hate. Okay? Statement number two, knots are not allowed. I hate to say it, but I have to agree with this one. Hear me out. I don't like how strongly worded it is. The better way of saying it is like, knots are not necessary. There's some issues with them. They can make your front look bumpy. They can come undone. But ultimately, there are just so many methods that are not only easier, but faster than trying to tie knots in your floss. So it's just like, they're not necessary. But yeah, as much as it pains me, I have to agree with this one. Number three, parking is cheating. Do I even need to say it? Who's even saying this? I almost refuse to believe there are people out there that say this and feel this way. Absolutely not. Parking is not cheating. No explanation needed. Number four, you must use called for threads. Disagree. Now, do I myself always use the called for threads? Yeah, I do, but that has nothing to do with it being the correct way. It's really just a reflection of me not wanting to use any amount of brain power in trying to figure out fun and exciting color substitutions. Like, I just don't want to have to think about it. I want my pattern to just tell me what to do, and I will follow the instructions and do it. That being said, there are so many cool things that people create by switching out the called for threads, and I admire them and I think it's great. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Number five, this one makes my blood boil. Aida is only for beginners. This is a ridiculous take to have. Hard disagree. And I gotta pause real quick and let you guys know, I did a Reddit deep dive in preparation for this video. And let me tell you, I was gobsmacked when I realized that there are so many people that feel this way. What? Like, get out of here. If you personally love stitching on even weave or any high count fabric, that is amazing. I love that for you. Honestly, I feel the same way, and that's just a preference. And we all get to have our preferences. But to try and shame someone for working on the fabric that they prefer is wild. Literally does not affect you whatsoever. Get out of here if you feel this way. This one makes me angry. Number six, every mistake needs to be fixed. Absolutely not. I can appreciate that there are some people who, no matter the mistake, even if it's not obvious, it's going to just bother them knowing that it's there. And if that's you, zero shame, zero judgment, go back and fix it each and every time. Like, do what makes you happy. But really, I don't think there's any hard and fast rules when it comes to fixing something. It's a personal judgment call each and every time. But for me, if it can be fudged, it shall be fudged. We're coming up on the halfway point, and I feel like this is where I might start to get in trouble, but here we go. Number 7, it's okay to use AI art for cross stitch. You guys, this is a hard disagree for me. And honestly, why is it even a thing? From a price point perspective, there is no lack of affordable cross-stitch charts for each and every style imaginable out there. And there is no lack of human created art that can be turned into cross-stitch charts or created by incredibly talented cross-stitch designers. So take all of the arguments for and against AI out of the equation, because let's be honest, we could spend a whole video talking just about that. But really, like, there's just no need for this. This was not a gap that existed that needed to be filled. This pains me so much to say, but this video really came about because I just recently learned that Heaven and Earth Designs is now selling charts based on AI created images. Now, I think why this bothers me so much specifically is because I really enjoyed buying charts from Heaven and Earth Designs because they made it such a point of how they support artists. Because we need to be real here. People stealing art and converting that into cross-stitch charts is a major problem in this space. So anytime you can shop somewhere and they are basically guaranteeing that they are licensing that artwork appropriately, that's just something that for me personally always made a big difference. So to go from that to then monetizing charts based on AI generated images, I'm sorry guys, I just can't wrap my head around that one. Again, it just feels unnecessary. Now, I do want to give them a little bit of credit. They are at least labeling those charts to let people buying them know that, hey, this is based on AI generated images. I feel like that's bare minimum of what anyone should be doing if they're using AI generated artwork or images, whatever you want to call it, on their stores and platforms. So I am glad to see they are at least doing that, but this one's just a hard disagree for me. Sorry, moving on. Number 8, 3 whips is too many. Absolutely not. Why, again, we don't need to be shaming anyone here, especially not people that maybe like start 5, 10, 15 projects before they even finish one. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem, it's me. If you don't like to start something new until you finished what you've worked on previously, I really truly love that for you. It couldn't be me though. Disagree. Number 9. Metallic floss is evil. Listen, they don't call it the devil's pubic hair for nothing. Hard agree. Number 10. Stamped kits aren't real cross-stitch. Disagree, obviously. Again, this is just falling into the category of like, this feels elitist and yucky. They're called stamped cross-stitch kits. It's cross-stitch, it's in the name. I don't know what else to tell you. Definitive disagree with this one. Number 11, cross-stitch is not real art. Now again, I did my research for this video, and the definition of art is quite literally, I'm gonna have to read this, works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. As someone who has many a cross-stitch hanging on the walls of my home to be looked at and appreciated, yeah, cross-stitch is art, absolutely. As someone who, and I'm talking about myself here, me personally, I really only follow charts that other people have created. So when I'm creating that, do I feel like I myself am an artist? For me personally, I feel like the more appropriate way I would describe myself is an artisan, not necessarily an artist, but I don't think that detracts from the point of cross-stitch being art. And if others who are cross-stitching consider themselves to be artists, I also like wholeheartedly agree. So yeah, cross-stitch is art. Yeah, come on. And last but not least, and of course, we're gonna go out with a bang. Number 12, politics don't belong in cross stitch. Now, if you agree with me on the previous point, which is, yeah, cross stitch is art, well, hate to break it to you, but art has been and will continue to be political. And yeah, I think politics have every right to take up space in the world of cross stitch. Now, if cross stitch is your safe and happy place and you don't want to be bogged down by politics and all the negativity that comes along with it, that's totally understandable. You have to remember though, no one is forcing you to consume content of creators and cross-stitchers who are also political and making it a big part of their platforms. You can just move on to someone else. So whether or not the politics matter to you, like that's your prerogative. But for a lot of people, it does matter. For me personally, I'll be caught dead before you see me supporting a shop that's selling things like Confederate flag cross-stitch charts. Like, it does not align with my political or moral beliefs, and I don't want to support shops or people that are giving things like that a platform or voice. And I think just as much as you have every right to not care about politics, I and others have every right to care about it. On a personal note, because I myself am a small business owner, and look, if you want to buy my floss drops because you like them and you don't care about my personal politics, again, that's fine. As someone who lives in a community that has been so heavily impacted by ICE raids in this past year, especially, when you buy from my shop, that revenue, it goes to me. I may turn around and invest it back into my business. I may use it to buy groceries, pay my bills, but I may also use it to support organizations that are supporting the families affected by these raids and supporting those individuals who have been detained. Because it does matter to me. As a mother to a child who is trans, I'm going to continue to fight for their right to exist each and every day. That's not to say I only care about these things because they affect me personally. I think it's just really driving home the point that, like it or not, I don't think any of us can escape politics in our day-to-day lives at this point. So to try and say it doesn't belong somewhere, no, cross-stitch included. Whew. Like I said at the beginning of this video, these opinions are mine and mine alone. But, and don't make me regret saying this, I want to hear from you. What controversial cross-stitch statements are you most passionate about? What major hot takes did I miss? Let me know in the comments below. Once again, I'm Jackie from Atom Heart Cross Stitch. If you like this video and want to help support my channel so I can continue to make more content for you, please do all the good things, liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you have a request for a topic that you would like me to cover in a future video, please do let me know in the comments below. I have been keeping a running list of all of your requests and suggestions, so even if you haven't seen me cover it yet, if you've requested it, I promise it's on my list and will more than likely be coming in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy stitching.